Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about some new changes in the Chase credit card lineup with the introduction of the new Chase Freedom Flex and a rework of the previous Chase Freedom card. So it's always exciting when there are new developments in this space. Love to see new credit cards, what these companies are pushing out, what these banks are pushing out with new products, and especially with Chase being one of the top rewards credit cards, biggest name in the game for a while now, all the way from the premium tier down to the intro level, no annual fee cards. They have something to offer, something for everyone. So let's break this down and I'll give you my first impressions and initial thoughts on these new cards. So the first part, the changes to the Chase Freedom Unlimited aren't as drastic. This card is staying here. So before you were earning 1.5% cash back on everything. Now they're throwing in some bonus rewards for a couple extra categories. We see 5% back on travel purchased through the Chase Ultimate Rewards, 3% back on dining, 3% on drugstores. So these are permanent categories, not rotating, not monthly, unlike the other intro Chase Freedom card. So this is a pretty good perk, just some extra rewards. Who doesn't like that? And it's currently also coming with a $200 sign-up bonus if you spend $500 within the first 3 months. But the biggest changes coming out today are the changes to the Chase Freedom card. This card originally had the 5% rotating categories, and it looks like Chase is replacing this card in favor of a new, updated, refreshed Chase Freedom Flex card. So a couple major changes. They're keeping the 5% rotating categories, but this card is going from a Visa to a MasterCard, coming with a ton of awesome new perks. And with this change, Chase will be closing ending applications for the current Chase Freedom card. Moving forward, you will only be able to apply for the new Chase Freedom Flex card, but current card holders of the Chase Freedom card will be able to keep their card with the current perks, the current rewards, the rotating categories. And if you want to, you will have the option to change that account into the Freedom Flex. So closing applications, current cardholders will be able to retain their current accounts, but also have the option of upgrading to the new Flex card. So in addition to the 5% rotating categories that this card has become known for, they're also throwing in extra rewards just like the Chase Freedom Unlimited. We're seeing 5% travel purchased through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portals, 3% on dining purchases, including takeouts or eligible delivery services, 3% on drugstore purchases, 1% unlimited cash back on everything else card. And you have the more premium Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserved. You will be able to take advantage of those multipliers when used on travel. Although this isn't specifically targeted or marketed as a travel credit card per se, it has awesome travel perks and features with the rewards cash back on the travel expenses, on the dining expenses. There is still a foreign transactions fee, that's not waived, but we'll talk about later. It also comes with a lot of the bonus perks that you would usually see on a more travel-oriented credit card. So it looks like they're trying to differentiate the entry-level lineup between the Chase Freedom cards, with the Freedom Unlimited being targeted more towards that generalist cashback card with some bonus categories, and this new Flex card being given some more travel, entertainment, more premium rewards options without having to go towards a more premium card and pay an annual fee. I wonder if in the future, right, hopefully they don't put an annual fee on this card in the future. That's to be seen. And I want to address this really quickly. I know some people talked about possibly offering rewards in some other categories, but I think for a lot of these banks and a lot of card issuers, they know exactly what they're offering in terms of rewards and the expected amount of money that they will be paying out. But yeah, they have realized, we saw on even some other cards, they're upping annual fees or restructuring the rewards that are being given out. So they're definitely aware of what they're doing here. So those were the straight cashback rewards, but what's interesting and what's another talking point that Chase has pushed out is this new MasterCard credit card that is coming with some MasterCard World Elite benefits. I'm going to go through this list and then talk about some of these in more detail to try to give you a sense of exactly what you're getting. So the couple things here, they have cell phone insurance up to $800 per claim or $1,000 per year if you use this card to pay for your monthly cell phone bill. Lyft $10 credit every 5 rides. And I think there's also some bonus rewards with their partnership with Lyft. Boxed 5% cash rewards on box purchases. ShopRunner free membership, 2-day shipping, free returns on a ton of different retailers. Fandango double VIP plus points. In addition to the travel perks, we'll put a list of those up here as well. I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time talking about this, but I do think this needs to be talked about with all my reviews. I always tell people, look at the fine print, go beyond the marketing materials, and look at what exactly you're getting yourself into, what benefits these things are actually providing, and don't just take it at face value. For example, cell phone insurance. It says cell phone protection against theft or damage. So we think, okay, if someone steals my phone, it'll be protected. Damage, maybe if I drop it, it might be protected. But if we go in and read the contract, the language in that cardholders agreement, we see here that there are a lot of exclusions. First of all, without looking too far, $800 per claim. Most flagship devices nowadays are costing $1,000 plus or even more. So if you have a new flagship, you get your phone stolen, this isn't going to cover the entire cost of replacing that phone. Second, it only covers phones if you use this card to pay your bills. So if you're on someone else's plan or if you have separate, make sure you're following all the rules to get the benefits here. I looked into the contract. Lost phones are not covered here. So there's a difference between theft and losing a phone. They define this as lost phones or mysteriously disappeared. If you're out on vacation, leave your phone at the airport, unless you're trying to go for insurance fraud, you won't be able to claim that. And if your phone does get stolen, it says here that this payment, this insurance is in excess to and will not contribute to any other insurance that you have which could cover these devices. A lot of people have renters or homeowners insurance or car insurance that may have limited coverage for some items in their car. So if your phone is stolen from your house or apartment, most likely you will have to submit that claim to your homeowners or renters insurance policy. If car insurance usually doesn't cover theft of items, but if it is, your car insurance will have to respond. If you get into a car accident and your phone is damaged, you might have to go through your car insurance or go after the other person's car insurance. So if there is any other insurance available to you that could potentially cover your cell phone damage to it or theft to it, you will have to go there first before this will kick in. I'm thinking if your phone does get stolen, first of all, they're also requiring that you file a police report within 48 hours of the incident. So if you don't realize that your phone's stolen or if something else happens, you're not able to get a police report in, they may deny your claim. How I'm thinking is, this sounds good, but when it actually comes time to file that claim, I'm gonna call in to Chase, say, this happened to my phone. They're gonna say, well, did you go through this? And then you're going to have to talk to your homeowners insurance companies. Wait, weeks or a month to get that figured out. And then go chase after chase. So this will be a long process. It sounds easy, sounds great, but the realities of actually putting it to use may be a little bit harder. And I love to talk about this stuff because I think this is important. Reviewing the card itself, the rewards, the perks, everyone can talk about that. It's pretty straightforward, but what I think I offer is some additional things that you should be thinking about. And you should always look at any contracts that you're in, insurance policies, look for the exclusions, look for what's actually covered. This also applies to the other perks that this card is offering with the lost luggage or the trip delay or the extended warranties, anything that's ever covered, it's an insurance contract to make sure that you're actually getting the use that you think you are out of it. So they talk about this huge change with the MasterCard perks. I kind of gave some food for thought there, but at the end of the day, when we do some comparisons between this card and its competitors, I recently reviewed the Citi Double Cashback rewards card, giving you a flat 2% cash back, assuming that you pay your bills in full on time. That card is also a MasterCard, but it doesn't have any of these extra perks. I believe that card did originally a couple of years ago, but Citi kind of took out some of those extra benefits and protections. So at the end of the day, if I'm stuck between an option of having this coverage, whether or not I can actually use it, it depends on the circumstances, or not, I would obviously, for the same amount of money, rather have it than not. So I gave that warning about looking at these benefits and protections, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have it than not. And when we compare this card up against some other cards as well, the Discover It Cashback Rewards card, giving you 5% rotating categories, just like the Chase Freedom, 1% on everything else, double cash back earned on the first year. That card doesn't have the cell phone protection, the travel benefits, or anything like that. So once again, those two are pretty similar cards with the rotating categories and the 1%. Although the Discover card is lacking in the extra travel, entertainment, having those extra benefits and not having those extra benefits, right? It's a pretty straightforward decision when just looking at it on paper, everything else the same. So it does seem like there is a push recently towards new credit cards, especially no annual fee credit cards, having that cell phone protection. We saw earlier this year, looking at the Wells Fargo Amex Propel card, was one of the first to do it. I think they were only offering up to $600 of coverage with a $25 deductible. So here you're getting $800 from, as far as I can tell, no deductible. So Chase is still beefing up their services. It's a MasterCard, they're offering this. Citibank MasterCard Double Cashback Rewards card doesn't have this. So at the end of the day, after all is said and done, I still think Chase is on top of the game, revamping their lineup, making their entry-level cards more attractive, giving you extra rewards categories, and all while being a no annual fee credit card. You will have to do some more work with the rotating categories, the travel. It doesn't give you as much of a flat cashback bonus like the Citi 2%, but I think for a general everyday card, if you do some light traveling on the side, it's going to be a pretty good card for you, and we'll see what happens once it comes out, if they beef up the intro bonus, or if later down the road they modify these rewards, add in a small annual fee, anything like that. We know Chase has been playing around with their rewards cards and the benefits. Although the rideshare services might not be as useful right now, I think the delivery services, they're making a big push towards that. But also with this, with anything that's a limited time offer, like the first year or the first 2 years, a lot of people get those no annual fee credit cards to keep for the long run. If you're building up your credit, you want a card that has no annual fee that you can keep in your wallet, build up the credit history to help your credit score. I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting these cards just for those perks. They are nice. If you can make use of it, that's awesome. But I think for a free, no annual fee credit card, Chase has really come out swinging. And I hope this pushes other companies looking at Citibank to improve their offering as well. Discover. Wells Fargo has made a slight push with the Propel card, but the rest of their lineup is still pretty mediocre. So competition always benefits the consumers. I really hope this can give people new, better options, push for new rewards, reworks, or credit card reworks, refreshes from other banks and card issuers as well. So let me know your thoughts on this new card down below. If you plan on getting it, if you plan on keeping your current Chase Freedom cards, what's your plan down below? What are your thoughts? Any other cards that I should be aware of? Let me know down in the comments. If you liked the video, thought it was helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Really do appreciate the support. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I love making videos about credit cards, personal finance, insurance, all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.